Here's a question. This is a weird one.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Okay.
I like this question a lot. I have a weird feeling about this question. If you could choose to be happy 100% of the time, would you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
That's why I love the question, because
Mhm.
it seems like such a easy answer, but like for me, it's no, definitely not. Why is that?
Because it's okay to feel sad, you know. I recently went through a breakup, and you know, the only way to really go through it is to feel the pain. You know, you have to move on. You have to better yourself. You got to become, you know, a new individual because you're so used to being around that person for so long. And you know, if you're just happy all the time, you don't really. I believe you would not feel everything, you know. And obviously, if you're happy all the time,
100%.
it's biologically correct to just have feelings, and I know I have strong emotions. So if I was only happy, I don't know. I guess, you know, it would outweigh, you know, if you're only happy, you won't ever be depressed. But I don't think, knowing what I know now and have felt the feelings that I have felt, I wouldn't want to be happy all the time.
Yeah.
It's almost okay
You'd
with
be
being
missing something.
You know, yeah, completely.
Part of the human experience.
Yeah.
So, have you ever felt, and this isn't depression or grief or anything, just sadness, melancholy, and you look at yourself feeling that way, and then you almost are happy that you have that feeling. You respect it in a way. And again, I'm not talking, like, I've never respected the fact that I've felt depressed or like grieved somebody, but with just sadness. Say you go to a place you haven't been to since you were a kid, and you realize, like, oh, I spent like this, I probably already had the last good time I'll have in this place. Like that type of sadness and melancholy, I can look at that in the moment of feeling it and then be kind of glad that I'm feeling it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I'm going to quote something from The Office. Andy Bernard said, you know, I wish I knew I was in the good old days while I was in the good old days.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've always, like, and ever since I heard it, you know, I don't remember how long ago it was that I heard it, but that's just something that's always stuck with me. So when you do realize that you were in a certain situation that you don't get to experience like you did before, yeah, I'm grateful for it. I very, like a good example is the last time you played video games with all the boys.
Yeah.
You didn't know it was going to be the last time.
Yeah, that's
right?
So crazy. That's such a scary thing
right?
to think about. Yeah, man. Or like weird things like that where something happens and you don't know it's happening, and then you look back and you realized it was happening.
Yeah, no.
Even a thought that tripped me out. This is so off topic. My mind was working weird today. But you could take a rock to the middle of the ocean, drop it in, and you could be the last person in existence to ever touch that rock. And you would have no idea.
Wow, you know, I've never thought about anything like that. And then that's so true, too, because
Isn't that weird?
How often is...
No human
no one
may ever see it or touch it ever again. That's so weird.
That's really cool, too. I've never thought about that.
Yeah. It's kind of... I don't know if it gives any value to the conversation we're having, but it's an interesting...
I'm learning a lot.
...thought. Yeah, man. But, yeah, even some sadness... I feel like I just have such a big amount of respect for sadness in a weird way, because then when you're out of it, it's like dopamine. If you have too much at one time, you start to appreciate less moments that didn't give you as much as that peak, or like a roller coaster. You could go up, and on the biggest drop, you feel amazing. And you could go down a drop that's bigger than any other drop on any other roller coaster. But if it's second place in that roller coaster, it still doesn't feel as good.
Yeah, you're
right. So you need to sometimes be low so that smaller highs feel higher.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. You know, you also just have to be happy with what you're given as well. But sometimes, it can be a little difficult. But I totally see where you're coming from as well. So in order for you to really appreciate those highs, you have to experience those lows.
Absolutely. Which is so strange, because nobody wants to voluntarily, like, yeah, I'll get sad for a year so that next year I can be happier.
No.